Yo, what's going on, everyone? What's going on, fams? I'm RV.
Kdon,
Welcome to episode 5, or Far, Far Away, Merrily
sir.
More. So, yeah, this week, I don't know where you guys are at, but it's been like pretty good weather-wise. I know we don't really talk about the weather and shit because we're not like boomers or anything, but weather-wise, like, it's been fucking spectacular this week,
It has been.
temperature-wise and shit. How have you been, Kdon?
Been blessed, As you said, good weather. It's looking like spring, almost summer. Um, you know, just doing my thing, meditating, eating, sleeping. What about you?
Bro, that's good stuff. Health is wealth at the end of the day. Basically the same thing,
Absolutely.
bro. Just fitness wise, trying to get in the cows and stuff for like fitness goals I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's like I feel like the both of the things that we said we both do. I feel like it's something that everyone should try to do in their life for any type of like goal they have fitness wise, because there needs to be balance whenever you're like doing anything fitness, health wise. Can't just be like one thing. If you have one foot in the door for something, yeah, like it's one foot in the door. But when you have several avenues in the door for one thing, like you'll see success for that.
A lie? Absolutely. You gotta. It doesn't have to be like all in or all out, but just devote. If you're gonna just make a decision to do something, just make sure you can allocate enough of yourself to make sure that something is worthwhile.
Mm-hmm. That's straight facts, bro. Yeah, that's worthwhile. Because like I feel that at times, like when like someone's like just starting something, it can be very just overwhelming because it's just out of their comfort zone of what they normally do. So they'll just do something like, let's say, just working out, but then when it comes to just like what they have to eat afterwards, they'll just still be eating junk food. And they won't see the results because they're just working out, but they're not doing the discipline part of diet. So
Yeah.
it's like if you're gonna hit that goal, you gotta have the plan for it too. So
A
yeah,
lie.
but yeah, bro. Like yeah, this week has not been too bad. It's Thursday. It's our almost Friday. Basically, it's already Friday because it's like 10 p.m.
Pretty much.
on Thursday today. But yeah, bro. Speaking of just what's been going on, did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, fam?
Yes, bro, I did. I did. It was.
Yeah, I wanted to actually like share an article today because like I even like saw this article about it that like was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a letdown because I'll share the article real quick to y'all.
Uh,
Oh shit, it says I'm disabled
oh shit!
participant
Hold up.
screen sharing thing.
Let me change that. All right. I should be able to.
Respects, bro. Yeah, so I saw this article and it was basically saying that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 didn't hit as much in the box office than the second one did for the first weekend in theaters. So it's just
Did.
saying like just stuff that like people were anticipating it for it to like hit more numbers in the box office because this is the last Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Oh,
But
what? It is?
yeah, this is the last one, bro. You didn't know that?
Oh no, I did. Shoot, damn.
Yeah,
They what?
yeah, bro. This is the last. Oh, you didn't know that,
That's
fam?
that's why they're pushing all the advertise. Like you see the
Yeah, the
banners everywhere.
advertisements were saying stuff like, "Yo, this is gonna be like the best Marvel film since Endgame."
No.
Like, I think
Oh,
there's like many advertisements saying that. Like, yeah, this is the last one.
damn, bro. I thought Quantumania was like miles, like way better than this movie. I did not like.
Wait, for real? You thought Quantumania was better than
Yes.
this, bro? Wait, wait. Let me hear your opinion on Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because that means, like, you didn't really fuck with Guardians
I
of the Galaxy 3
didn't,
that much.
bro. I seen all these. I was like, yo, this is gonna be the best movie ever. Gonna get some plot, Gonna get some big villains and stuff like that. It was. I don't wanna put any spoilers, but like it was just
Yeah,
not,
of course.
bro. It was like it was. It felt so generic and
It
it
felt generic to
it
you,
felt
bro?
generic.
Damn.
it felt like the plot wasn't engaging. It like obviously they're not gonna let like the main issue was gonna happen. Like I mean maybe, but it was pretty. I thought it was pretty obvious that they're not gonna let something like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just. I was expecting to. I was let down. I was let down.
Yeah. Yo, I actually haven't even like seen like what like the general public has saying on like Reddit and all like social medias about what they thought about the movie. So like this is like my first time hearing like from someone saying that they didn't really like the movie. But yo, like I didn't think like the plot was like hard to follow along with, to be honest. Like I really enjoyed the plot. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I thought the movie was like so good that I watched it a second time, like not
Yeah.
even like a week after, like talking about like 3 days later. Like I like that movie to me was like one of the best Marvel movies in my opinion
Since Endgame.
since I would say yeah Endgame. Yeah Endgame, because like every
Damn,
other
bro.
movie after that, like it was good or okay, but it just wasn't as good as like the Phase 3 movies and the Phase 4 movies, even like the Phase 2 and 1 movies. Like
Yeah.
yeah, but like
Iron
what was
Man.
like your thoughts on like how they ended it? Of course, we're not going to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they should have done like a better job on like what the characters ended up wanting to do at the end of the movie, or do you think
I mean,
like what they did like to end off just
Guardians
like
of the Galaxy.
the franchise of the Guardians of the Galaxy was the best way
I
to end
thought
it?
I thought that was a good way to end it. Like that was one of the things that like I was like, okay, you know what, that's not bad, because you know
Mm-hmm.
it sets up for the rest of or for I guess the future of Marvel. I guess I don't know. They can go on some like they can get more like stronger and stuff like that. So the ending wasn't too bad. It was.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Bro, that second end credit. See, like the second end credit.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
think they really need to do what they did there, like just to like say that thing at the end.
yeah.
Um, like the white screen, and then it says the title, not the title. It just says like what's going to be happening in the next movies.
What did it
Like I
say
don't think they
again?
really need to do that.
Right.
Like what they said about oh fuck who cares if like this is a spoiler. You know what they said about Star Lord at the end of the movie?
Oh, Starlord will return.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay,
Like
okay.
I think like they didn't really need to do that, because like that second end credit was just like yo, like honestly we kind of just knew that,
Yeah,
you don't need to actually mention that. So like just staying for like an extra 10 minutes after like the actual movie is done, that was kind of pointless just to see that end credit. But everything else, like I found the movie like very captivating, not gonna lie. Like I watched it a second time, I was like damn, I didn't even notice this stuff from the first time. But yo, like, what would you rate the movie then? Like, since you didn't really like the movie that much, like, what would you rate that out of 10?
bro. Honestly, if I'm being 100%, I'd say like maybe like a 5.5, maybe 6. Nah, yeah, 5.5. I'd say
Wait,
five
so
point
did you
seven.
like this one more than the first and second Gardens of the Galaxy? Can't even speak, but
Abs.
or like
Nah.
you like this like least than them?
Least, like far least. The beginning was I like the beginning, the intro, but other than that, nah, it was by far by far my least favorite out of the three Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. Honestly, I thought like you said like the villains weren't like as strong as like they were. Like I know what you mean in that
Yeah,
regard, like what they've been doing in like the previous movies with like Gore in the recent Thor movie. But like I thought like Adam Warlock was like pretty strong, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like
that's true. That's true.
he
He,
literally, wiped out that one person for a good portion of the movie.
yeah,
And I was like, oh shit, he just did that damage so quick. And it was like at the beginning of the movie, I was like, oh shit, okay, okay, my bad, bro. Like yeah, like the movie just started and you're already like creating this damage in like the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I was like, oh shit, okay, but
but that's the thing, bro. I feel like they shot themselves in the foot because they set up the beginning was so good, and then the rest of the
mm-hmm.
movie was just. I don't want like I just didn't like the rest of the movie after it.
So you didn't like when they went to space looking for this stuff for like the person that was like basically dead for a bit of the movie. Like you didn't like how they did that and shit. Like you thought that was just like dragged on.
I yeah, like if they did it better, then
Mm,
I would have thought like no, it's okay, it's cool, but like it was I definitely thought like it could have just I thought it could have been done better, like more Marvel, more something, just more better.
yeah, I would rate the movie, to be honest. Like I know it's like a big difference from what you said,
Yeah,
but like a 9 out of 10. Believe it or not,
yeah.
9 out of 10, bro. Like I just really liked everything that they did in the movie. But that's interesting though. Like you like Ant-Man and the Wasp and Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania more than this movie. Like
Yeah.
I was just like, for that movie, I think we already spoke about it on the podcast. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp. That movie, like I just thought like it was gonna be a little better than
Mm.
what they were pushing on the advertisements for that movie. But
Oh,
it's really interesting because if you search up, let me search this up real quick. How do I drag this stuff in? Oh yeah. So if you search up Ant Man and the Wasp, they have a 6.2 out of 10 for IMDb and
a
a
lie.
47% for Rotten Tomatoes. But when then you search up Guardians of the Galaxy 3, 81% for Rotten
Yeah. See,
Tomatoes, and then
bro,
8.3 out of 10 for IMDb. So that's why I was like
it's
so
rigged.
surprised, like when you said that, because like I saw like the ratings for this like recently, and I was like, oh shit, but bro, like I understand where you're coming from though. Like I know like it could be seen like you're like speaking like devil's advocate here for like the movie, but like
Mm.
bro, like I understand what you're saying still. Like I didn't notice those stuff, but yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
like it was an interesting movie still.
Yeah.
It took a while though for them to come out with that. Like,
What
damn,
for them to release this movie?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exact. And seeing as it took so long, there should have been a lot better in my opinion. But
bro, movies do that all the time, especially Marvel. They've been doing that mad lately. Like, they did it
taking.
with that new movie Blade. It was supposed to come out this
Oh,
year, but they pushed it to next year. And like, I
oh
think
damn.
2 years ago they said it was going to come out in 2022. So like, they keep pushing their movies. I think it was because of COVID, but like
Oh,
COVID really like for like the production stuff, it ended in like 2021. So I don't know what their issue is now with releasing movies. Like
yeah.
you got time, you got everything sorted out, you got this. I don't know, you're still having issues and shit.
Well, just waiting for the next Spider-Man, the next Avengers, or just I don't know. I want. Oh, Nova. They're doing the like Nova. Aren't they
Yeah,
doing
yo,
another
they are
movie?
doing that movie. I heard about that, but that's not coming out till 2024, 2025, right?
Damn, it's 2023. Damn,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I guess
It's
so.
wild out here, bro. But yeah, that's what Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is saying. Guys, let us know what you thought about the movie, because
Sure.
everyone has like different opinions about this movie, because um I know that it didn't lead so much. It didn't really follow how the comments went for this storyline. In the comments, like the comics were like totally different than like how the movie played out and
Oh,
stuff. So I know like comic people might be like, this is not what I was thinking and stuff. So yeah, but what's it called? I don't know if you heard about this news, but
yeah.
Tory Lanez
Mm-mm.
was denied
Mm-mm.
a new trial in
Bro.
The Megan Thee Stallion shooting stuff that they got going on. I think he's still in prison actually.
Yeah, he's going. Apparently, he's gonna be there for a long time, for a
Yeah,
very long time.
he's supposed to be getting deported and sent back to Canada soon time,
That's crazy.
which sucks because it's like he's really well known by a lot of people
There's
in the
definitely.
states, and he has a home in the states too. I think.
So you think? Do you think like obviously they're not just letting this go? Do you think it's like an Andrew Tate situation where it's a setup, or do you think like he actually like do you think they're trying to mute him or stifle him or like stop his career growth because he has a lot of potential, or do you think it's like he shot her and now he's facing some repercussions?
Bro. I think like what you said about that they're trying to stop his career. I think that's what it is because this is gonna affect his career tremendously. Of course, like
Yeah,
his fans right now are trying to fight for him and stuff because they feel like he's innocent.
yeah,
But like even if he's innocent, I feel like this is gonna just stop his career in the sense that next year those same fans that are like defending him right now, they might just forget about him because at the end of the day, they don't
yeah.
really know him. They just know him as an artist. So this is gonna this is gonna affect his music career a lot. Like I don't know if like he'll still be getting like top Billboard numbers anymore and like being on the radio and stuff because this is gonna halt his career for a while type shit.
Alright. Brampton.
But you know what? It's possible for him to make music in prison like Vibes Cartel. But
Alright.
I feel like this is literally an agenda that they have. What do you think, bro?
Nah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I don't know why, but they're trying to stifle this man's career. I didn't know that they were sending him back to Canada, so that's
Yeah,
news to me. But I guess maybe Brampton will be if they let him out, if they let him like outside, then maybe Brampton will be happy. They'll be like, hey, welcome home. He'll be like,
Brampton, bro. Yo, that's gonna be
thanks.
the only thing they'll have going for them, bro.
Yo,
You know, everyone just hates Brampton because they're known for like car crashes and a whole bunch of just buffoonery that's like seen on Six Buzz in the news and stuff, bro. Like it's crazy out here.
but yeah, man, I don't know I, I'm trying. I don't know like what he's done or who he pissed off, but
Yeah,
they are not messing with him anymore, bro. This guy got talent.
yeah.
Like you listen to his stuff too. Like he can sing. He can do a little rap. He can write and stuff. He can actually have a career in music too. Like he
That's
could,
big facts, bro.
he's
Yeah, his
versatile.
singing's good.
Yeah, like damn, bro. He has some hits too. Like a lot of like
Yeah,
tunes, summer tunes. People still listen to and remix and all the remixes.
that's a fact. Bare People remixes music, and like you would just listen to a song on the radio, and this happens to me all the time. I think it was that one song, "I haven't been broke in a minute," right? You know that
Oh
song.
yeah.
I heard that on the radio. I was
I'm
like, "Who is this? Like, this is actually fire." And then I found out it was Tory Lanez. I was like, "Geez, like
Yeah.
this guy, like he has like bangers for days of like different genres, R&B, pop, rap. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, man. Like this guy is mad talented. It sucks that like this has happened to him. What do you think? Like, I know that, of course, we're not lawyers or anything, and like we don't really know what's happening behind closed doors. But do
Yeah.
you think he shot Megan Thee Stallion?
Bro, yeah. I don't know. I don't if I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think that
Yeah,
really. I don't even think that. I don't even think that matters in this situation. To be honest, bro.
that's true. Yeah,
Like,
that's very true. I swear there was something going out, like coming out, like someone like had a video of Megan Thee Stallion saying that she actually didn't get shot. I don't know if that was just someone making up like some news, but I swear that was a thing. Let me search it up.
yeah.
Uh, in my opinion, like I don't know what happened. Like I think what happened maybe he shot her by accident and just
Mm.
blew out of proportion, but who knows? But all I remember is um all I remember is that basically when it happened, someone was saying that he was talking to Kylie Jenner, right?
Whoa, whoa. Who Tory
And
Lanez was talking to Kylie Jenner?
yeah, he
Like
was talking to Kylie Jenner.
talking like
Like yeah,
Pete
he was
Davidson.
talking to Kylie
Oh,
Jenner
what's the name?
at like a party, and then
Oh, at a party. Okay, okay, never
basically,
mind.
I think Megan Thee Stallion was feeling Tory Lanez. Um, oh yeah, there's no initial evidence, but I guess it was just rumors. But like apparently Megan Thee Stallion was feeling Tory Lanez, and she was kind of jealous that Kylie was feeling him, and she was just like, "Oh shit, what the fucking lashed out
Damn.
on him." And then I think he got pissed. He's like, "Yo, like fuck, you fucked up my chances with Carly because you're jealous. Bow, bow.
Yo, that's what the story
Got shot,
is.
but I have no clue, bro. I have no clue. Like
Yo,
all this stuff on the internet could
who's
be rumors at times, but like apparently that's what was happening. Kylie was feeling Tory, and
damn, bro?
Megan was jealous over that.
Bro, I have like I don't know him. I don't know the man, but like if you to get to that point and then and throw it all away because someone got jealous, bro. I have trouble believing that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He seems too
Yeah,
smart
no,
for
I
that.
don't know the whole story. Like I don't even know what the real truth is. Because like, how long ago did this happen? Because it's been a minute, right? It's been
It's
like
been a fat minute, yeah.
I think it's said in the article. Fuck, doesn't say in the article anything.
Maybe at the top. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that was today. What? I mean, yesterday, 2 days ago.
Oh, this was the trial. Wait, when did the actual incident happen?
That's
I think
Philip.
2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
But yeah, but when it comes to music, fam, like I don't know if you've been hearing about like people making AI music.
Oh, yo, the music is scary. It's looking scary for the music industry. Oh, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it is looking scary for the music industry, especially that like I don't know if you heard that song with Drake and The Weeknd, bro.
Oh, I heard I think I heard a snippet. I don't remember how it went though.
Bro, it's a banger, bro. It's a banger. What's the name of it? I think it's called like Heart on My Sleeve, bro.
Oh shoot!
It's a banger. I'll play a little bit of it.
You get copyrighted by AI.
Oh yeah.
Ah, don't use my music. Nah, that's not even. That was the dumbest shit.
Wait, could you hear the song, fam?
Nah, it's not playing. Nah, I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it?
No.
Oh shit! Yo, I was playing the whole song, you jamming to it and shit, and you couldn't hear it. It's jokes. I think I have to share my sound, some shit like that.
I heard the winter's cold. I don't remember the name.
Oh, that one's a banger too, bro. Yo, I heard that on Instagram. That one was pretty fire too. Now again, a lot of people, not people, but like the artists. Let me try to play this song again. Actually, a lot of the artists that like these AIs are like stealing their voices from, they're getting upset, which is justified on why they're upset. You know? Like I don't think someone's profiting from like their voice, but like that's weird if like someone's just like using your voice and making a song that you didn't actually record. So yeah.
I saw on IG that Killy's gonna. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you can do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you think about this?
I fuck with it, bro. I remember now. Yeah, it's kind of.
And I think like the Weeknd's part too. Oh no, crazy, bro. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll play that.
Yo, what?
Yo, bro, it's flames, bro.
Bro, low key, what if these artists have been AI for like a minute and they're just chilling on an island somewhere?
Imagine, bro. Yo, that's true. Yo, I actually never thought about that, bro. Yo.
That was hard, bro. What? Ghost Spider? Oh wait, no. What's it called? Heart on My Sleeve. Bet. I'm gonna listen to that again.
Yo, I never thought about that, Kdon, bro. That like these artists could have been doing this AI stuff for a minute. Yeah, yo. And that's probably why they're cheese too. They're like, oh damn it, I didn't get to do it in my studio, the AI stuff. You did it for me? What the fuck? So like Drake's getting upset and shit saying, yo, what the hell, man? Like people are just like liking their music more, liking the AI's music
Yeah.
of like my voice that's not my voice more than some of my songs. Like this is messed up, man. It's like,
Like,
bro, yo,
hey.
maybe you've been doing this for a minute, Drake. You know, like maybe you're lazy one day. You're like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, like. I'm not really trying to like record my voice and stuff. Let me just sample one of my other songs and make up a song right there. That's crazy, bro.
It's like, hey, whoa, what's that? Is that A? What? I've never heard of that. What? Whoa, where did that come from?
Where'd that come from? Yeah. It's like, oh wait, AI. I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that. Wait, technology? What?
What?
It
What
could
is that?
sample my voice and make
Come.
another song. Yo, seems so new. Whoa, that's crazy, dude. I never
Never.
thought about that, but this AI thing is like getting really popular now for like just various things. Like
Right.
I saw this news or saying that AI poses existential threat and risk to health of millions. Experts
Damn.
warn because uh, it could be beneficial to like the health world, as it could like help people find like like underlying issues that they're having health wise, but it also could be a detriment to the people's health because it might misdiagnose them and it might harm them when like trying to like fix a problem for them like surgery or anything because like there's AIs that are like they're making to like do surgery for people, so
They're
like
what? They're making AI do surgery now?
yeah,
Whoa.
they're doing AIs for various things, bro, in like different workplaces.
Bro,
And
what?
yeah, that's what this article is talking about. It's like saying AI could harm the health of millions via the social determinants of health through the control and manipulation of people, the use of lethal autonomous weapons, and the mental health effects of mass unemployment should AI based systems displace large numbers of workers. So
Shit.
yeah, like it's getting to that point. Like they're trying to like, I don't think they're actually doing it right now as we speak, but they're trying to like replace workers with AIs because they could basically
Yeah.
program AIs to do the work that someone could just do themselves
Yeah.
at this point. It's crazy, bro.
I think we're not. I mean, at least what we see like commercially as a general public. We're not at the point where AI could be like AG like A AGI like Skynet type stuff, like Terminator, like where it's a danger to us. But
Oh yeah, facts.
I think it's like, it, I don't know, bro. To be honest, there's so many things that could have wiped us out, and I feel like they're playing on the fear right now, like how they usually do. Like it's just the media and stuff. I don't think this is gonna be the thing to wipe us out. Like, to be honest, but you know, I think it could do a lot more benefit than harm.
Yeah,
I won't. I don't know. What about you? You
I
scared?
know what you mean in that sense. Like they're just like planting fear in some people's heads, like how like the news does that at times with
Yeah,
just like some stuff that they talk like repetitive like stories that are similar
yeah,
or story yeah similar like repetitive ways of just like narrating stories that are similar, and I feel like that's what's happening with right now because AI is a very popular thing and people are capitalizing it to be like, oh, this could do this and just create fear in people's minds, but it it probably can't. Like a lot of people saying that it's least likely like that's gonna happen because a lot of these organizations know if they make AIs their main source of workers, it could actually do more hurt than good for them. And we as humans
yeah,
probably wouldn't just be comfortable with AIs just taking our jobs or doing just helping things for us because it's not a human being. It's just a fucking AI that someone created in the lab.
yeah.
So
But
yeah, it's really interesting like that. It's like making stuff like music. They're using it in the health world because like 10 years ago that this wasn't a thing at all. You know?
a lie? It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. A lot. There's been a lot of advancement in the last few, and think about in the next 10 years.
Yeah, the next decade, bro, yo, it's gonna be even more advanced. Cars, all that stuff, man. Like, yeah, this is only the start. If you really think about it.
Bro, if you like, if you think about it, the AI like taking over all human jobs, that could be a detrimental thing to humanity, but
Yeah,
it can also open doors. And I'm not a communist, bro. I
yeah.
probably shouldn't have opened with that, but I'm not a communist. But like,
Yo, probably should have opened with
like,
that.
it can open doors for like a kind of a credit system, like a
Yeah,
general credit, like where everyone can have money or currency or something to live off of without like just automatic, you're born into it all around the world, so that like it can effectively eliminate poverty because there won't be a need for as many jobs, I, that's a benefit, that's a possible benefit.
good way to think about it. You're thinking about it in a very positive like light, bro. No joke. Very positive light.
Think about it in a negative light, then it's just gonna be negative, bro.
That's true. It's just gonna be negative. And I think I understand. That's why I said like I understand what you're saying. Like it's like people planting fear in people's heads, wondering like this could actually be a good thing for society. It's true in a way. Like if there was something that would do harm for us as a civilization, we would probably not know about it. So
Yeah.
AIs in a way, it could be like a distraction of something that's bigger. I don't necessarily think that,
Oh
but like
shit.
if that was a plan that like let's say governments had for their societies, they wouldn't make it as known like that because AIs are
Alive?
pretty known now. They're even like using them in like social media apps now, like Snapchat. Like, have you seen that like new
Yeah, yeah.
Snapchat AI?
Snap
Yo,
AI.
it's wild, bro. Like, I like
Snapbot.
was texting and stuff just to like kind of just understand how it works, and like it answers questions that you have just based on like what Google replies to like answers that you type in. So it just gives you generic answers to anything that you inquired. And I asked them like, all right, let me pull this up real quick. I can't really show it on camera,
Yeah.
but I just want to ask
What is the meaning
the
of life?
AI like because I want to know just like because this is like a big thing. Wait, can I share my screen real quick, fam? I think it's disabled.
Oh, shut up. My fault. There we go.
Yeah, so this kind of goes back to like what I asked it. So, what I asked it was, um, like, what do you think is the difference between like dating in real life? Because now this is like a big thing, just that people use dating apps, right? So I want to ask, like, what's the negatives of dating people and positives of dating people in real life? And what's the negatives and positives of dating people online. And it said both forms of dating can have negative impacts on people if they're not approached in a healthy and positive way. For example, some people may experience feelings of rejection or low self-esteem if they don't get matches on dating apps or if they don't have successful dates in person. It's important to remember that dating is not a reflection of your worth as a person, and that rejection is a natural part of the dating process. It's also important to prioritize your mental health and well-being by taking breaks from dating if you need to,
Damn.
and seeking support from friends, family, or a mental health professional if you're struggling. And I was like, yo, you know what? That's not like a bad answer at
Yeah,
all.
that's really good.
Yeah, like that's not bad at all. And like it just made me think that like you know like um Google and all these things they have answers and stuff for like the general way of looking at things, but at times you really don't have the answer to your thing from your own experience. Um, like from your own experience at times. Not for all things. Like there's an answer to stuff just from just general things on how like society's been working for years. But like for something like dating, it could be very complex because at times, let's say you're on a dating app and like Tinder or Bumble, any of those dating apps are on there, and you get a whole bunch of matches, and then you meet up with your matches, you get hookups with each one of them, and stuff. And then your perception of that dating app is like, yo, I just go on the app and I'm smashing someone the next day. Like I set up something,
That
smash them the next day. But
imagine that,
someone
bro.
else, like they hop in the app and they might get like not as much app matches as like the other person, and they can't get any dates from like the people that they match with. And their perception of it is, yo, honestly, like these dating apps, like they're doing less good for me than
Yeah.
like talking to someone in person would be for me. And then that their perception's like dating apps are shit, which that's kind of that's my perception of it because I think like dating apps,
I lie.
like they're kind of just like um, a tool that's not designed for like people like us. Like we're in our early 20s and we're not like as successful as like people in their 30s and 40s. I feel like it's a tool for those people, the successful people and
Oh.
shit, and like maybe even people that are like very attractive and might be our age. Um, but like,
For
yeah,
sugar
my
babies,
perception's that.
sugar
But
daddies.
when the Snapchat AI said that, I was like, oh shit, okay, like, you know what? Like, that's a good way to think about it from both viewpoints because, yeah, like the dating app is how you make it and how it works for you. So, yeah, what do you think, bro? Like, what do you think about like dating apps in general?
Oh, bro, honestly, same ways. Haven't seen too much success, so they suck. No, I'm playing, but I don't think they're doing too much good for humanity in general. Um,
Mm,
I think you could. I think you had a good point where with it might be for like older or middle aged individuals, 30 year
yeah,
olds and stuff, or people looking for sugar babies or sugar daddies. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that'd probably be the most usefulness. Or as you said, people who are attractive, and let's be honest, usually white. They get at least here. Uh,
yeah, cause yeah, like at least here, like guys, we live in like Toronto, Ontario,
oh yeah,
Canada, and like at least here, that's what we're talking about. Like that's what people deem as like the most attractive on dating apps. Like that's just based off just like um, but multiple studies and just how like the dating apps started really. But what's it called? Um, this article is saying, and I think this can be correlated to just people around our age not getting success on dating apps and just girls in general. That like most young men now are single and most young women are not. And
yeah.
in this article, it's saying
How
that
does
like
that
more than
work, bro?
60%. Wait, pardon me.
Bro, if there are an equal amount of men and women in the world, how is most of one taken and most of one not taken? Bro, it doesn't
That's
statistically.
goes back. I feel like maybe like it says more in the article, but
Oh,
I
my
think that
fault. Go
goes
ahead.
back to those older guys, bro. Those older guys on dating apps having more
Oh,
success than young women. Because I did my research. Like older men get more success on these dating apps because they have more to offer to these girls. And I know this one girl that was on a dating app. She's like 20 years old. She's like around our age, and she had her age range for like the people she sees on the app on Tinder
yeah.
from 20 all the way up to 45.
Damn. I mean,
So like
not
she
bad.
was like she told me she was looking for just like sugar daddies and like maybe a guy she finds attractive around her age. But it's like, yo, like there's guys vice versa that are sugar daddies or just people around the 40 age range looking for girls that are 20. And that's probably the guys that are taking these girls, the
Shit,
most.
bro. We're losing.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
honestly, like they're saying like more than 60% of young men are single, and nearly twice the rate of unattached young women. And like men in their 20s are more likely than women in their 20s to be romantic, uninvolved, like sexually dormant, friendless, and lonely. So like there's a high rate of loneliness for men in their 20s right now, and they stand
Yeah.
at the vanguard of an epidemic of decline in marriage, sexuality, and relationships that afflicts all of young America. So this is like based on America for the most part, this study, but this can be just seen in the West in general, like Canada and the UK. The
Yeah.
societal changes that began in Eisenhower years have eroded the the patriarchy that once ruled the American home, classroom, and workplace. Women now collect nearly 60% of bachelor degrees. So this
Damn.
kind of like I read the article a bit. This really just like talks about just that because back in the day where most men got success from getting like any type of woman that they found attractive, that is not happening now because women are going to school more than men and stuff, which I don't really agree. I don't think that should really be the thing they say should be the issue, because I don't think that's the issue at all.
No.
But they're saying like that stuff is kind of just changed women's minds in a sense to wanting to be with like a guy her age, like how girls around that age back in the day would just go for guys their age, like like I'm not really as educated. I'm not really as educated this guy, but now they're more educated, which I don't agree with, to be honest. I really think, in my opinion, to at least like I know they're even saying like this is like making people depressed, like guys depressed because they're not getting success and stuff. But in my opinion, I feel like a lot of us guys, we are just getting our judgment of just talking to girls are very clouded now than like guys back in the day, like we're talking like 50s, 60s, 70s. Their mind was less clouded because now we're like we have like porn, we have so many things just like counter judgment of like how approaching women should be, and we're just
YouTube.
really just using video games, all this stuff. They kind of just put us in like a stagnant position of not being as motivated, as hardworking, or as just less caring about wanting a woman, but more caring about getting stuff that what women find attractive that those guys back in the day had. So I feel like that's the problem more than like people saying, girls are educated, this and that. It's like, nah, like it's I don't think it's the girl's fault and like why they're getting educated and stuff like that. I think that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Like if a girl wants to get education, that's really good. Anyone, at the end of the day, it's their goals. But yeah, I think it's more a problem for us guys in society nowadays. What do you think, bro?
Nah, that's a really good point, bro. I agree. And girls getting education is most definitely not the problem, bro. I don't know who said that. I think that's a very immature point of view. But I think a lot of people are more, a lot. I think this could also lend to something good because if people are lonely, they'll start looking inwards, and when people start focusing on themselves, as we said in the beginning, of the podcast, or like meditation and stuff.
Yeah.
If you start trying to improve yourself and not for the purpose of just finding a girl to hook up with, or if you do it to improve yourself to even like just to find a wife instead of a girl or a ting, then you would do so much better for yourself and for humanity because you're literally you're just doing more, you're doing better, you're realizing your own potential. And the same with girls. They probably realize that oh, these guys ain't stuff, these guys ain't anything, and then so they've been focusing on themselves, but
Facts, bro.
but it could maybe this is this could lead to something good. It could go either way, but I try to have an optimistic outlook.
Yeah, same. I think it's really important for people to think about focusing on themselves, and that could really just mean like how I was talking about people just watching porn or like playing video games, eliminating that stuff. That's just not really doing good for you mentally. It's actually really just putting you in a very not like if you're playing video games like here and there, that's good. But like if you're like playing video games, like let's say 12 hours a day, and you're watching porn, all that, like that's just gonna make you more lazy. It's gonna be it's gonna be giving you just instant gratification instead of you just working towards something that could give you a large long term gratification for yourself. And if you just start focusing on yourself, like oh, I'm playing video games and it's just really messing me up mentally, and I'm not really doing anything with my life because all I'm doing is just putting my time just towards Fortnite. And you're just like, yo, I'm gonna put my time towards working out. That could help you out because then you actually have a goal in mind for yourself, your physical health. Or yo, you know what? Instead of watching porn, I'm gonna start just reading books and
Yeah.
just stop watching porn because porn that could do bad for a lot of people, But like if you're just reading books, let's say about just like you're saying, expanding your spiritual wellness, all that stuff, that could just give you information that's good instead of just information about stat bro, this and that, and you're just watching someone get plowed on camera, all that, and then you're just being yourself to it. Like that's not doing anything to you. Like
Yeah.
that's just not gonna like do any improvement for you. And like
Nope.
when it goes back to just talking to girls, that might just do wrong for you in a sense because you might just be thinking of girls in a light of you know, sex when you're talking to her. Like, not like on like any type of like,
Weirdo shit.
yeah, any type of that sexual assault stuff. Like none of that stuff. But like basically, you're just thinking sex when you're having a conversation with girls instead of hey
Yo,
yo, like how's your day going? Like what you been up to? Instead of
yo,
just like sex.
yo, should do a YouTube video like that. That'd be jokes.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like focusing on yourself is really good, and people should start doing that because that girls have been doing it lately a lot. I didn't even really think about that. Bro, that's just facts. Like they've been saying in this. If you see it says heterosexual women are getting more choosy. Women don't want to marry down to form a long-term relationship to a man with less education and earns than herself, said Ronald Levin, professor emeritus of this stuff. But it's like in previous generations, young women entered adulthood in a society that expected them to find a financially stable man who would support them through decades of marriage and motherhood over the 1950s and 1960s, and that pattern gradually broke down. So like basically like you can't really get upset at these women guys that like these guys that are at home playing video games, being their meat to some girl from porn. Basically, these girls like they're focusing on themselves and they just want guys that are just like have more education and money than them. They want to date up, I guess, and that's why like they might be like going for that older guy on Tinder instead of you. So
Alright.
you should just be focused on yourself, and then you will just like kind of like the law of attraction. Like girls will just get attracted to that, like that type of stuff that you're doing. Like just focus on yourself, and like stuff will just gravitate towards you instead of you just trying to force things towards yourself. You know. So
Alright.
yeah,
Absolutely, bro. Just to flip the script a little bit, so so our brothers don't feel singled out. Girls too. There are a lot of girls out there who are not doing well for themselves and doing exactly what that article just said and finding the best guy they can find to mooch off of. And focusing on themselves really means focusing on being an opportunity, like finding the best opportunity for themselves, and just being selfish. I guess there's a lot of
an opportunist. Yeah.
so don't be that guy and don't be that girl. You know,
Facts.
basically.
It's really interesting for our generation because like it's pushed towards like every guy nowadays like like these red pill stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, like if you're not smashing 5 girls a month, you're not even a real man. Like what are you doing? Like
Yeah.
just like you might as well just like go off yourself. They don't go to that extent, but like it's just stuff around that that line. It's like yo, like the thing is, man, like no one should be deemed a man just for that one thing. Like
Yeah.
I think like deeming someone just as that, like it could just make someone feel like, oh, I'm not doing that with what that other person's doing. Damn, like what I'm doing right now is mess. It's like no, man, like whatever you're doing, it's good. Like you don't have to do what that other person's saying. these red pill people. Just
Okay.
work towards what you're doing, and don't let someone's one thing of, oh, this is a man, make your judgment be that of like what a man is.
Yo, let's talk about like self love practices or
Self
some
love
shit.
practices.
Yeah, like um, shit. You got any self love practices?
Self love practices. Honestly, guys, like um, don't look so much on social media with like what someone's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just going back to just like red pill stuff. Someone telling you, oh, you got to do this, that to be a man. You gotta understand that what's the best thing for you to like work towards that journey of whatever you're trying to succeed is understanding that there's going to be obstacles within it, and that stuff you're seeing online is not going to do any good for you if what someone's already achieved, because the thing is you're just going to be thinking, oh, that's the finish line, I want to get to that today, when it's going to take a while. So self-love is just appreciating what you have right now while working up towards a goal that you're working towards each day towards. So yeah, that's a big one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've like tried to do like recently and shit.
That's good. That makes a lot of sense. In terms of like self love, I think when aside from just clearing your mind, like I think having a goal is probably the biggest favor you could do for yourself. Like have like and not just have like having and developing a goal like and treating it like your baby, like that's your like everything, because everything outside of yourself is more or less a distraction. So um having something that you can pull yourself back to, like, okay, yeah, I did that, now let me get back to going towards this point. That's one of the
Yeah,
biggest like self-love things you could do for yourself, I think.
I think it's one of those things that um, just going back to like people just posting stuff on social media saying, you gotta do this, that. Uh, it's one of those things you'll learn stuff as you go, just like what you're saying, like having your goal and stuff like that. When you just start, so when you start, guys, you'll learn that like self love is big for you, and you won't really care going back to you know the saying, oh, most young men are single. You won't give a fuck at that point. Like for example, I'm single. And I don't really care at all. Like
I'm
I'm like
single
working
and I'm
towards goals
proud.
I have. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, like yeah, I don't really care at all, because the thing is, I know that just valuing like what I have going on right now alone and working towards like goals I have, um, I don't really need anyone right now, like anyone relationship wise. And I feel like when when you just focus too much on just like, oh, I'm lacking this, I want to get this right now, it could keep you away from actually trying to do good stuff for yourself. So
Yeah,
self love around along the way, you'll really just realize how much different ways of self love you could do for yourself. Like for example,
I'll
like
lie.
when you're like working on um like racking up money for a car, right? And you're working 9 to 5, 7 days a week, right? Your friend hits you up to like, yo, you trying to hang out? You'd be like, nah, like I'm not trying to hang out because I'm still doing this. Yes, like you're working your ass off for that car, right? But that's good for you. And if you hang out with your friends, you're gonna be like skipping work or like taking time away after work to like work out and all that stuff that you won't get time to like do that. You'll just be wasting your time. And that's self love because you're doing good stuff for you. And you'll just learn
Mm-hmm.
those different methods, like we're saying, along the way.
I'll lie. You'd be surprised. You'd be so surprised how much just comes to you, in like mentally and physically, in terms of like other people, just as you're doing the thing that you love or the thing that you've devoted yourself to. It's like bro, it's you know, people are waking up right now. I think like people are like really starting to, um, I don't know, realize stuff and shake loose kind of from the oppression we've been like facing.
Yeah.
So like I think a lot of things are hopefully gonna start changing, but you know it's just when people start doing for themselves and especially their families, sorry, especially their families as well, then
Mm-hmm.
then you know you'll be surprised like what comes. Actually, yeah, Reeve was saying too, like you attract the things that you want, like or attract the things that or you automatically things will be attracted to you, will gravitate towards you when you start doing
Yeah.
for yourself. You know, yeah, yeah,
Same,
bro.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like at times, yeah, like focus on yourself too much. Yeah, it could keep you away from like caring about some people that just really want to like have you in their life. But that's why there's balance in it too. So even when you start focusing on yourself, and yeah, like when I say focus on yourself, I mean like taking a break from certain friends or just people that you know are holding you back from accomplishing a goal. Like for example, back
Yeah,
to like someone watching porn, right? If you're all your friends are like only fan models fans and they're always just talking around you, like whenever you guys are hanging out just saying, yo, do you see so and so's new OnlyFans video, and you're trying to stop watching porn, that's not going to be good for you, right? So like you won't be able to like well, you will be able to like it's all mentally, like you could still do something even if you're hanging around a bunch of people that are doing the exact opposite that what you're trying to do. But like the thing is, it's gonna not it's not gonna do as much good for you than good. If that doesn't make sense, it's not gonna do good for you because essentially you're just gonna
exactly.
be still hanging around the same people that are doing the thing that's bad for you. So the best thing to do is cut people off, not cut people off, but like distance yourself from people
Yeah,
that are doing the stuff that's wrong for you, and just like do stuff on your own or surround yourself with good people that are trying to like do the same thing that you're trying to do goal wise or are already doing it. And basically there that will motivate you to be a better person. And that goes back to just like surround yourself around people that are good for you, and like maybe girls that will happen along the process because you'll be becoming that person instead of that person that's like um watching porn and all that stuff. That person might not gravitate, like that girl might not gravitate to you because she'd be like, shit, like this guy, he values different stuff that I like. And that's why
yeah,
I really say like it's not the girl's fault. Like they're really just they just want good for themselves, you know, like they just want a man that's gonna bring more value to them that's good than like a guy that's just like a bum at home, right? So essentially work on yourself and people will just come within the process instead of just surround yourself around people that are just going to be holding you back from accomplishing something for you. So that's the way
I, you know, you are your friends, or you know, what was that saying? You want to know someone? Look at their friends, the three closest friends,
yeah.
some shit. Yeah. That's episode 5 for you.
Episode 5 of Far, Far, Merrily more. Thank you, fams, for tuning in to another episode. We hope
Much
to see you
love.
in the next one. You guys have a good one. Straight up.
Don't know.
Don't know, dogs.